All right, here we are again with another episode of the Slay Industries second edition podcast. We are season 3, episode 3. Tonight we are joined by a couple of the players. We've got top of the list. We've got Drew playing.
I am playing Animus, the Ebon Medic.
He let you go first for once.
I
We've
got to go
got
first last time.
we've got Brenna playing.
Stormy, or Stormy Scully. I'm sorry, I went to reverted to an old character. Scully, the advanced carry and tech.
We've got Lord Ban playing.
Yes, I play the glorious Rooney, and
Oh my
I'm
God,
an
glory.
Ebon Waster.
All right.
Bitch, I am a glorious individual.
Diamond.
I'm playing Sputnik, the advanced carry and heavy support. Pew pew. Yeah.
And our latest entry into the Dark Knight category, Luke playing Anados.
The human scout who does not Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, definitely not Dark Knight. He is absolutely not Dark Knight.
I'm sorry, did you just say night night? Because if you did, I believe you're slurring your words.
I'm not slurring, damn it. I'm not that much of a lightweight. All right. So, anyways, last time we left off, the squad, I believe, was still are about to leave Pocket Inferno, a subsidiary of Clippo, having discovered some interesting facts. If you don't remember them, I might remind you of them if you want to talk amongst yourselves, because we are down one player tonight, Jonathan, who is claimed by capitalism and his job.
It's not always a bad thing.
We discovered the wonderful fact that we are, in fact, these peons' gods.
All right,
Yes.
Slosh does last for 1 hour, and afterwards you have no hangover. Now, when 1 hour expires, your character won't be sober, Drew. That being said, I'm not sure about the player, so it doesn't work that way in real life, unfortunately.
You and your Apple palsy.
Yes.
Meh.
Drew has a completely legitimate drink in his hand. Do not think
Completely
otherwise.
legitimate.
So, all right. I believe the squad is there. Like I said, everybody's kind of standing in the lunchroom at the Pocket Inferno. You guys just finished interviewing a number of employees. I believe you guys had been allowed to go into the research division, and y'all had seen something about some equipment had been removed, and y'all had asked like a janitor, I think it was, about this guy's habits, and I think y'all had discovered something about he likes to ride certain bus home, um, amongst other things. I don't know. Do y'all need any more reminders? Dear God. All right, let's try not to make a mess of the table. Children.
I forgot what that did.
The only real question I have is, I guess the best way to... How are the other people around? Like, are they still scared of us, or are we a little bit easier?
Well, your Eben has made quite a loud and obnoxious introduction for your squad, and kind of taunted most of the people in the lunchroom. And it seems like they've probably eaten their lunch in a hurry and to get out of there, and they all definitely sit on the other side of the room. And then, you've got two carrions with you, both of which cannot pass a diplomacy check to save their life. So yeah, and then mostly the employees are human. So yeah, y'all's party consists of 50% of things that eat humans. So they really don't pay y'all much mind except for to make sure you're not looking at them and to get out of your way and to go, back to work and end their breaks early. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and y'all had kind of Brenna had made a really, really spectacular not botch with the security guard, so he wasn't really giving her the nicest of looks, I remember. Um, yeah, carrion freaks, but he didn't say that. He wants to keep his job.
It kind of sounds like we're doing a wonder for work ethic at this place.
But let's not forget that the whole facility is on lockdown currently because there was an
Accident. There was
there
an
was
explosion at the firing range, which is completely legitimized.
yeah, well, also a murder on the roof, but yeah, that's cool too.
Who says that body doesn't get burned with the explosion?
I mean, other than the fact it was like 300 meters away, the I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, what do you guys want to? Well, Diamond said he'd be back in just a moment, but if you guys want to talk or catch up or get reminders of what y'all are doing, the BPN is sitting on the side table over here. Y'all were again on that mission to find a suspected Dark Knight subversive. Y'all have learned his name is Mark Miller. Investigate sedition, uncover conspiracy, recover property, and eliminate threats. Additional details upon acceptance. And y'all did get those extra details, um,
We
of
found
which
out
they
stuff
were.
good.
His name was Mark Miller, and he was captured on security camera. So y'all do have a picture of what the guy looks like. Y'all are still on downtown 5, and I believe you're in sector 44. Yeah, sector 44. And as of yet, again, y'all are in a gated factory district and weapons facility dedicated to Clippo and its other products.
That they supply Dark Knight with.
No, they don't.
That's
This
the
is this is
story
this
where
is not a soft
chicken.
company. This is a legit upper level company. You look in your pocket and you have a Clippo lighter that you were given at graduation from Meanie.
Yeah, believe me, if they were giving stuff to Dark Knights, they would not allow them to exist on Mort.
So these are not well as good a good guys as there are in Slay Industries.
There are no good guys.
Don't tell anyone that.
We are the good
There are
guys.
just
Don't
There
worry.
are there
different shades of black.
Nope, we are good.
The only real thing I was gonna say is like, can we go check out the what's it called? The bus route. Like,
That seems like a likely alternative if you guys want to make some headway.
hmm
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready to make your way out of the facility, feel free. Um,
Hey, Drew.
What person who is not here?
What?
You're still up with your dead body. What do you
I thought he came in with you guys.
don't believe?
no,
So.
Luke is still outside. Like,
Yeah, I'm still on the roof.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
am for sure still on the roof. I come
Okay,
over the comms.
You
Hey,
what?
hey, hey. Coming over the comms.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Anderson.
Well, fuck
Eh,
up.
Do you
yes.
think? Could you pull the APC around? Get Brenda the Scully to pull the APC around so
No,
we
I'm
can.
pulling it around. Scully, hand me the keys. Our
She's gonna
terror,
look you dead in the face and say, "Fuck off."
our terrorist friend needs help.
He can sit and spin for a minute.
I click back on my comms. I'm not allowed. She said sit and spin.
Luke, you look over at the bloody dripping corpse of the guy you blew his head off. You propped him up behind the door, but it's still dripping down the wall.
I think it's justifiable that I take off his coat and I kind of stuff it all where his head used to be so it quits dripping. Um and so
You,
come on, Scully. Could you pull the APC around?
I'm getting this weird vision of Luke as that guy from American Psycho. Next, you're gonna want to ask his business card. I want to look at his business card.
She'll
I'm envious. It's white lines. It's ivory colors. The delicate fonts.
she will begrudgingly go get the APC to bring around.
Can you bring our drunk Eben too? I'm gonna need a teleport.
Do you really want him teleporting you?
I
Um,
concur. This is a good idea.
and does anybody else? I mean, Rooney,
You
do
got
you
her.
think
I'm talking to everyone. You really want me to leave them in there?
we're gonna go check on the bus route, right?
No,
We're
I think
leaving now,
I
right?
Plus, I don't think my reality fold is that high.
so we might want to kill some time for a little while before we leave.
I'm gonna slowly walk down, bringing this headless figure to the
Why aren't
second
you bringing
story.
it with you? Why are you bringing it with you?
Because
They're
he's a
friends. It's weekend at
goddamn
Bernie's.
Yeah,
sociopath.
I was about to say it's weekend at Bernie's. She's got them strung up between them.
About to
Actually, you know what? That's a good
defect.
idea because this is Slay, and if they were to find a headless worker at the top of a building on the by the air condition, tucked away in the corner, they wouldn't find him for years, right?
What are you gonna
Not
do?
necessarily.
I think we're okay. I'm going to bring him up to the third floor.
I
Actually,
want
he
you to
was on
make
the
a
third
stre-
floor.
I want you to make a strength check to drag his corpse. How are you gonna? I mean, you got climb or something? I mean, you gonna go up some?
No, you said it was we were on a fire
Oh,
escape.
oh yeah, yeah. And then give me like some kind of strength check to see if you can actually hoist that corpse up there.
I have a 3 in strength.
All
So
right, and you're wearing shiver armor, and you got a long rifle, and a whole bunch of gear, and a pack, and a whole bunch of grenades, and all sorts of shit. Just give me like a strength roll. Just
what do I need to roll?
let me like get a 4. Don't roll a 1. If you roll a 1, something stupid happens.
5.
Okay, that's cool. You know, you tug at this corpse because it's dead weight, literally, and you drag him up on top of the building, leaving a blood-soaked trail on the way.
No, no, no. I stopped the bleeding with his coat and stuffed it around the headless figure,
I mean,
so
I
it
guess
would not.
most of the blood would be on the other side of the door where you propped the spurting head up, or the neck.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who checks
okay.
behind a door?
I think
No
you're
one checks.
greatly overestimating the strength of a your average blazer.
It's like a zip tie, and I don't know.
This is definitely dripping, but it's not like a whole bloody mess. It's not like a werewolf just came and like.
Mm, I mean, I mean, where was it he shot again?
He blew his head into a million pieces.
Yeah, so
There's
that's gonna soak through that jacket in no
I
time.
mean, there's not really much head left, honestly, from what the description
Yeah,
was.
but there's like, the neck.
It
The
was like
the
a
neck would be
bloody. It was
having
like a bloody mist that came raining upon everything. Kind of,
you
kind of
you're
just kind
not
of.
gonna you're not gonna stop that bleeding
So
by
what you
shoving a
do,
jacket over it. It's
There's gonna be
going
some
to
really
leak
happy
very bad.
rats in the area.
what you do before you take him up there is you prop him up upside down over top of a garbage can. Get the rest of that pesky blood out.
Jonathan will want to
Then
drink
you
it later.
drag him up.
Drew's talking from experience here.
Okay, so yeah,
Hey, Diamond, how hungry are you?
he can
No.
eat his body weight in a day. You know, I'm just gonna laugh. You're gonna convince him to eat human, and then one day he's gonna eat you. I would laugh.
Can I roll a persuasion on Diamond?
I'm gonna say no at the moment. So do you put his do you drag this corpse up to the top like you want to?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now you're up on the top near the fire escape. Do you do anything else? You just drop it there?
No, I'm gonna take him further away from any point of entrance to the rooftop.
It's
As
pretty
far
pretty big building, so I mean there's a lot of mechanical stuff up there like air conditioners and all sorts of exhaust pipes and fans and stuff like that.
oh, exhaust pipes.
Yeah, that lead into the building.
I would love. You mean exit the building?
I mean they go both ways, being pipes.
Okay, so is there like molder
I
and
mean
stuff?
most of them have little grates over them to stop the giant killer morph rats from going inside the building.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it and put it underneath the smokestack.
Okay.
That's not gonna draw attention at all. Oh boy. Okay.
That's okay. Now look, at this point you've got a fair amount of blood all over your armor, but we're just gonna ignore that for now.
It's raining. It's more, right?
It is dripping greasy nastiness from the ceiling. I mean, you can go wash yourself in some slimy muck that's dripping from the ceiling if you want to. There's definitely at least a stream of it somewhere on the roof, pouring
Sure. I'll
down.
just make myself look dirty. Sure.
Okay, all right. You cover yourself in this oily sludge that has the consistency of slime.
Makes sense.
It also smells like rat shit.
Makes sense.
It's probably fecal matter. You're not sure.
It hides the blood. It's okay.
Okay. Your character may be near retching, but the player is okay.
It stinks. There's no doubt about that. But you know what? It just stinks up here, so
I think
that's okay.
okay. So what do you do now? Now that you've found some
Well, since they pulled the
filth.
APC around, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to
Begrudgingly.
I'm gonna slowly walk myself down.
Okay. I mean, there's no test for getting down. So you get down, get in the APC. Are you trying to be stealthy? Or are you trying to hide your
Descent.
descent into darkness? I mean,
Yes. No. Stop. I want to be sneaky getting into the APC. Yes.
you can go ahead and roll it. I'm gonna say it's sevens. Look for sevens.
All right. So my stealth is a two. Dex is a 4.
I am a
So
kind storyteller. Y'all remember this later.
yeah, that's a pass by 2 degrees.
Wonderful. Good job. How many degrees did you get?
2.
Okay, so you did a pretty good job. I will say you do a pretty good job. You sneak down, you get into the APC. By the way, just guys, everyone in the APC, anyone that gets within a meter of Luke's character, um, you're gonna feel like vomiting because he literally bathed in filth and excrement. Um,
Boy, am I glad I'm inside.
he's inside. He's gonna be inside the tank.
No, I'm glad I'm inside the building, guarding the door.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, not that it
I'm
matters
gonna.
because I'm a carrion, but whatever. Yeah.
now,
Still,
now look, do you want to sit? Do you want to ride shotgun or do you want to ride in the back?
Drew.
Oh, he is not getting anywhere near the front.
Drew.
What?
Drew. Ask them if they got a restroom.
I wander back into the building and I
Sure.
find the first person I see.
The life of an op is glorious.
Yes.
The first person you see, yes, go ahead.
Uh, hey, man, you got a bathroom in here?
He kind of points down the end of the hallway.
I just click my comms. Yeah, Luke or Anados, they got one.
Could you go to that bathroom for me?
Okay, and I wander into the bathroom.
All right, yeah, Drew. It's got like a cigarette dispensing machine. There's a TV like hanging up in the corner, and it's playing some Gore Zone shit. and there's like a single small stall built for humans and like some toilet paper.
Can you look
Absolutely
on?
minimally equipped.
So there's some dish soap somewhere, right? Like a little dish soap dispenser.
There's totally a little miniature dispenser of antibacterial soap.
Can
I'm
you
talking about
grab
like
that,
one of
Drew?
the like pocket like travel size ones.
I pick it up.
Could you check underneath the sink and see if there's anything else?
Is there an underneath of the sink?
uh, if I roll even, there is. I rolled even. There's two rolls of that John Wayne toilet paper, and then there's like one roll of those brown paper towels that are just horrible.
I pick them both up.
And everybody knows why it's John Wayne toilet paper, right?
It feels like tumbleweeds.
No, it's
No, it's
rough, tough,
rough
and
and
won't take.
tough, and it don't take no shit off of nobody.
That's right.
Ah,
Keep
Could
going.
you could you bring me some of that? Could you come back to the APC now?
Sure.
Drew,
And I walk
Drew
I walk
stumbles
out
out.
of the bathroom, not just like with this wrapped around my chest. Just the multiple rolls of paper towels, toilet paper, and soap.
He's grocery shopping like the first week of COVID.
And I just like
Animus.
casually walk past this guy, and if he looks at me, I do the little chest butt thing at him.
Yep.
If anybody asks, tell them your friends shit themselves.
Uh, and this is the podcast, my friends. All right.
only the highest brow humor here.
The
The
highest in
highest
quality for
quality.
our listeners. All right, so you bring all this stuff out to the APC. By this time, about 30% of it's smeared across the floor. The rest of it's kind of riding all over Luke. And you hand him the rolls of paper towels and think about
Yes.
retching in the corner. Because despite your drunken state, it's pretty gross.
I use senses to take my sense of smell away.
Okay, I'm down for that. All right, what
Can you
else
do
is
the
on the
same
menu, guys?
for me?
Brenna's up in the front with the AC blowing full blast.
Mm-hmm.
I climb into the front seat with her,
Okay.
like
Open the
drunkenly
hatch.
stumbling through the whole way.
All right, and
Oh.
sometime later, I assume when the rest of the squad gets there.
Open the hatch.
It smells like home. No, it really smells terrible. You've become accustomed to civilized living, and the smells of your birthing spawning pool are not as likable as you once imagined.
Hey guys, is by chance is there any type of liquid in the vehicle to wash off with? Because I'm currently unraveling the toilet paper and the.
He looks like one large clog in a toilet right now.
I Animus looks around. I assume there's like a corner to the cockpit.
Sure.
Just kind of looks at you for a second and shrugs and comes around and starts trying to undo his death suit.
Oh God. All right, this is gonna be the X-rated podcast. All right.
Wait, aren't they not all?
This one's pretty bad.
I like
Okay.
that the toilet humor is worse than the literal mass murder that happened last game.
That it is. That it is.
That's how you
They
roll
had
when
a
you play Slay.
they
As I,
had a malfunction.
as I told everyone on the forums or the Discord, I said one of my players now has a kill count greater than most serial killers.
And it was for no fucking reason.
Yep.
It
Pretty
was
sure
a
he's still
distraction.
a serial killer.
For who? Who were you causing a distraction for?
Myself.
But you just stayed on the roof. You achieved nothing.
That is the laugh of a pained man.
You don't smell like shit right now, do you? Let's just go somewhere. I need to get this crap off of me. Literally.
All right. So you
Let's drive
guys,
up next to a sewer drain and just push him in.
do you guys leave the facility?
Yes, we are gonna all load up. Hopefully, Brenna will come around and pick the rest of us up that she
Yeah.
didn't get the first time.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume y'all can get out of there without too much fuss. Um, despite the fact that there's like a multitude, like there's a couple shiver vehicles that have been called out to try and map out the scene over there where the explosion happened. Um, some paramedics and things. Y'all get out of there without too much fuss.
And
Say that
once
again?
once
Y'all
we get out of there,
y'all get out of the facility without too much fuss.
as soon as we get out of there, I assume there's some garbage cans or um some stuff on the side of the road, right?
I mean, at some point you can find like a stream of water pouring from the level above into the street. You're not sure if it's probably a little cleaner than the other stuff. Then again, there's I suppose there might be like a car wash somewhere or something.
Brandon,
Push him to the car
Scully,
wash.
Scully, can we go to this car wash?
Gladly.
I mean,
Thank
given
you.
that you're in your armor, you are kind of car-like. So yeah, it costs you 4 unis to run through the car wash, and
I pay it in full.
some people look at you a little oddly as you walk through. This,
Also, while that's happening, I'm gonna take out that phone that I stole for
uh-huh.
shits and giggles, and I'm going to step on it and leave it in the car wash.
Okay. Seems like a seems like a good thing to do since I remembered you had that phone on you.
And then after going through
Do you get the
a
wax?
torrent, no, no, I don't
Okay.
get the wax.
Okay.
This really stings, but it's okay because I don't smell anymore.
Brenna, you can still smell him inside your APC. Except for the fact that he is clean now. But he did kind of your APC is still kind of stank.
Is this one of those like
If you,
car
if you,
washes with the adjacent store connected to it?
Yes.
Do they sell wall wash?
They probably don't, but they have lots of those pine trees.
I buy a bunch.
All right.
Anados, you are paying to have my car, or have the inside of this tank detailed to get that smell out.
okay.
He
Get
seems
back in the
compliant.
vehicle. I get back in the vehicle and start hanging the trees from various parts of Anados.
Anados, you have a lofty pine smell. Although most of you don't know what a pine tree is. But yes, you
I'm
have
gonna take I'm gonna take one of the trees and suspend it directly beneath my nose.
All right, what's the game plan, guys? Besides
think
trolling
I think
like.
I think we're gonna Cody suggests we get on the look for the bus routes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a streetwise roll from the driver, or anybody who's assisting the driver. That would be the person in the riding shotgun.
That would have been me.
If
Streetwise.
somebody else wants to swap out with shotgun, they can help her out. But otherwise, you're sitting in the back of the tank. APC.
Well,
I can throw a streetwise check. Please give it applicable negatives.
I'm okay. So here's what I'm gonna do.
I got
Um,
streetwise.
I'm gonna go ahead and make it a DC 10
Oh
because
shit.
I'm gonna make it difficult.
all right,
Fuck.
cool. Well, I'm gonna open up the hatch, flip
Okay,
out
wait.
my bipod, and mount my gun up top, and just kind of.
I got
Okay,
2
I
degrees.
accidentally re-rolled my dice. I did see that you said the difficulty was what again? I did see my
10.
success dice. Okay. So I didn't succeed on my success dice. I kind of didn't see what the other ones were before I accidentally re-rolled it out.
Well, so I'm just gonna assume it's not a botch at this moment.
Yeah.
So
Got 2 degrees.
you got 2 degrees.
Yep.
Drew. Okay, so
Wait,
like,
is it Streetwise?
yeah, Streetwise. If you can talk Drew out of the seat, like out of the shotgun seat, I'll allow you to help Brenna find where you're going.
No, you're good. Well, I've already said what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm flipping up the hatch and bipoding my gun up top.
Oh wait, you know what? You've got a good vision. You could roll it if you want to.
I don't have a Streetwise roll.
Okay.
I mean, I can try, but it's not
Oh,
gonna.
streetwise.
I'm just letting the people with a good view.
What's the modifier for Streetwise? Is it?
It's
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Oh.
You
I
got
was
a good
gonna say
knowledge?
mine's a +6.
Cody's a baller.
Knowledge.
But do you have
He's
Streetwise?
on fire.
I do. I have 2.
ABC's on
Nice.
fire.
I
So
don't
that
pass
my
that
knowledge
at
is
all.
a 4. So,
No, sir.
Okay.
Dre, if you want to
Sorry. So
roll for
anyways,
me,
Well, can you see?
I don't know where am I at in the car.
if you want to like find, it's fine. I'll allow you to make it. Don't worry about it.
I'll ride bitch in the back seat.
So I'm gonna roll for him, and I'm just going to assume this means that I am telling them the correct information, but they are disregarding me
Sure. If somebody has
because I did pass
if
that
somebody
check.
botches, they win.
Okay, what
That
was
means I'm
you?
gonna roll.
So you have a 2 and a +6, right?
No, I have a 2 and a +4.
Your skill is 2, and your total is a +6. So
Oh shoot.
Well, my knowledge is a 4.
yes, you have 2 extra dice and a +6.
Okay, if that's what you knew, then why the fuck are you asking me like it's a goddamn question?
Confirmation. And you
So
passed with 3 degrees.
okay.
Imagine
Um.
that.
So just given that Cody is able to get the best information, and it's not epic, but it is as close as you can get without being epic. Um. From the guy's description, y'all are able to kind of track down the bus route. Y'all even stop at a bus stop, and y'all manage to catch that it's bus 72 that actually runs this route. And while y'all are kind of traversing the route of the bus, y'all actually run into the bus, not ramming into it, but y'all are able to find it and run it down if you like, or follow it, whatever you like.
I say we just ride the bus and see if he gets on it.
We are totally.
I say
inconspicuous.
some of us ride the bus, some of us stay in the APC
Luke could
and
definitely
follow.
ride the short bus.
I'm staying in the APC.
We don't allow him on the bus.
I vote him.
No, Anidos, you were riding the bus.
He can ride the bus, he just can't hold the ammo.
Like, you're the kid that everyone's like, we're not sure you're allowed outside.
It's okay.
He is not.
Okay.
Alright,
So
I'm gonna ride the bus, and I'm
so
gonna see if I can find him.
I'm staying in the APC.
so Cody's
Same.
on the bus. Anybody else?
What if I sit in the far, far back, Brenna? I'm clean
No.
now.
I'm in the gunner spot on APC. I'm staying.
Alright.
Just no.
Does he still smell?
No,
Smell like pine
well,
trees.
I mean, he didn't have a proper bath, but he smells better
But does he still smell?
a little bit.
You're riding the bus.
All right, so Luke and Cody are in the bus.
Why are we giving him to the civilians?
And just to note, Diamond, like nobody looks at you sideways
Better
for
them than me.
being an op with a big gun on top of an APC. That's actually pretty normal with the shivers. So
Hey.
nobody bats the eye at you with your big heavy armor and your sleigh badge and
With
your
your
and
big,
your big
heavy
scary gun.
armor.
So All right, Cody and Luke, it costs y'all 2 unis each to get on the bus, and that's actually a week-long pass for this bus route. It's pretty cheap. Um, y'all get on the bus, and Luke is wearing shiver armor, and I'm assuming he's bringing his long rifle, his sniper rifle, his AR. Actually, AR is not a sniper rifle; it's just an assault rifle. So,
Yeah.
so it's not like he's hiding this equipment when he gets on there with all these blue collar workers and all these like street people. Um, and Cody, I mean, you're a brain waster in a death suit. I mean, you guys look like ops. You stand, you walk around like ops. Y'all don't blend in at all. But y'all get in and y'all ride the bus, and it's not the first time civilians have ever seen ops catch a bus, since apparently most of them don't drive.
I'm gonna sit as far back as I physically can.
Okay, you do. You're at the back. Y'all don't see. Y'all have a picture of Mark Miller. He's not on the bus.
Uh, I'm gonna. How long have we been on the bus?
Like 5 minutes.
Go round and round, round and round,
You, you're
round
you're
and round.
guessing the total like bus route is probably about an hour, half hour. Let's say a half hour. So like in no time at all, the bus like fully completes a route and then it does it again. And there's just
I'm
tons of
gonna
people getting
walk
on
up
and off.
to the what's she called? The bus driver,
Bus driver. Okay.
and
Because you
ask
said
the bus
she,
driver.
she's a she.
I
So
that's what it was at
middle
the
middle
moment.
middle-aged lady with like really short cropped hair. She's got a little
Can her name be Barbara?
bus driver hat, and apparently her name is Barbara. And
Yeah.
she looks at you and she says, "Sit down."
Miss Barb, may I has I have a question for you.
She says, "I don't do questions. I just drive."
Well, it's a question about one of the guys that rides on your bus.
Uh huh. What?
Have you
Look,
go ahead?
I don't do bounty hunters. Okay.
We're not looking for him for a bounty or anything. We're just trying to make sure he's okay.
Uh huh. Let me see your badge.
I will show her.
She said, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't do all that. Y'all going to start shooting on my bus?
I promise you, and I'm gonna look directly at Luke and say no one is gonna get shot on this bus.
Cause I heard two guys in this district, in this sector, they done had ops on their buses before, and they just shot them all to pieces, and all sorts of people got bloody and killed. And I don't get paid enough for this. I only get about 150 unis a month to live on. Can you believe that shit? They just don't pay
No.
enough.
Well, how about I get my friend here to give you a couple unis and see if that helps out at all?
Huh. It's not like a bribe or anything, because I'm just driving.
No, we're just, trying to find some stuff out. Like,
Give me
that's
a little
it.
bribery roll, because this is technically a bribery, I guess.
Alright, hold on just a second.
I like bribery rolls. She seems
Is that one of the
particularly
ones I
ornery.
don't have?
I mean, you can roll it untrained, it just makes the difficulty a little harder.
Uh, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Alright, with an increased difficulty, it's a 7. And what's the stats on bribery? Anybody got that?
If you can give her some money, that should help too.
It requires giving him money to do bribery. And I believe that Cody said that you would be paying.
That's not the
Yes.
case. Nope, nope, nope. I'm in the back. I
Too
can't shoot
late.
nobody.
Robbery,
It's
Bribery is
only a
cool.
few unis.
robbery is cool.
Cool. It's a cool roll.
Well, if I'm
Uh,
bribery, if I got to give up the money, then I should not do it. You're right.
All right, Cody.
my cool is only a 1, so this ain't gonna go hard.
Cody, are you paying the lady money or not?
Luke's paying her.
He's not paying her, so are you gonna pay her?
A success with 1 degree.
Hold on, it might not be, because I want to hear how much money he gives her.
Well, I was only gonna offer like 10 unis. If she's making 150 a week, 10 should be
No,
decent.
a month.
Or still, that makes it even more.
So you're giving her 10 unis, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna force Luke to give her 10 unis.
That's what I wanted to
Nope.
hear. You give her a 10 spot.
Oh
So,
my god, I will give you the unis back.
guess
That's not the point.
I'm
y'all,
salty. Y'all made me ride the bus.
y'all aren't slops, y'all are chops. Y'all aren't sloppy ops, y'all are cheap ops. All right, so you gave her 10 unis, and you got what, 2 degrees?
1.
1 degree. She says, "Look, so what do you want? What do you want? I gotta drive."
We just need to know where you picked this guy up at.
Oh, him? Oh, man, that's Mr. Suave. He's a nice looking fella. Now I think he was over around 13th Street. Yeah, he's a nice looking dude. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Not really.
Well, you tell Mr. Suave that he needs to hop on this bus a little bit more often.
Whoa.
Shut up. We will
I think she
relay
wants
the
him to hop on something
message.
else.
I have no doubt in my mind about that one.
She said he's a smooth talker.
We will relay the message when we find it.
Okay. All right. Well, and he is such a smart, handsome man.
Can you tell us anything else about him? Have y'all had
Oh,
a
oh,
conversation?
he fixed my radio. My radio wasn't working, and he got on one day, and he just, I just got to talking to him. He's just so easy to talk to, and he, you know, he just pulled out some screwdrivers, and he just done fixed my radio real quick. He's a pretty smart fella. So
He
good looking,
definitely seems it.
so good looking.
Um,
He can butter my biscuits any day.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is getting uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable with the accent. So
So, anyways,
okay.
y'all get like there's a bus stop near 13th Street. And she's like, I think this is the one. But I only saw him a couple times,
Like 2 or 3?
like one or two. I mean, he said he was new to the neighborhood, and I mean that was just a couple of days back.
Did you see him get into any specifics or talk to anyone else?
No, but I know he's from. He said he was from around here, and he was talking about this coffee shop that we could go to one time.
You by chance remember the name?
Y'all give me the name of a coffee shop.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yep. Because we
Star.
can't have Starbucks.
Yeah. No, we don't. We can't say that. So Starbucks. Yes. Apparently, there's an off-brand coffee shop that sells fake expensive coffee called Starbucks. Um, and yeah, she apparently said he had at least mentioned that he would like to go down there at some point. One of his places he likes to go.
Did he ever give you a address to meet him at or anything? Or like a specific one to meet him at?
No, I hadn't got that far yet, but I'm working on it.
Well, you
Yep.
gotta work.
This is why I don't like riding the bus.
Get it,
And
girl?
I kind of shift in my seat.
Yeah,
Oh
put in a good word for me, sugar.
We'll put in all the words for you, darling.
God.
She
I'm
said,
gonna
"Ooh
look
hoo
back at
hoo."
Luke and just flip him off and say, "Shut up."
All right, so y'all have
Oh,
gotten a
my
bunch
trigger
of
finger's getting itchy.
random information. All
Say
right,
what?
I've got some random information now. Do y'all get off at 13th Street?
Yes. And we will relay the information to the others and ask them to kind of meet us there.
Lo and behold, there is a Starbucks there.
Starbucks. Alrighty.
Now, this Starbucks is much like most businesses. The first floor of almost every apartment building is a series of small shops, and this small shop in this apartment building seems to be a Starbucks.
Are we getting off the bus?
I assume you
Yes.
were off the bus.
Before I got off the bus, I want to take all those air fresheners and put it on her mirror.
She looks at you like you've lost your God-loving mind,
Huh?
and she says, "Nah, you know what? You do that. You just be on about your business, Mr. Operative."
I just nod my head, shoulder my rifle.
Go right behind him and be like, Andy's single.
I'm
Uh,
gonna turn
I
around
know
and say, no,
why.
I'm not.
I know why. Probably that smell.
Yeah.
Ain't that right?
Goodness gracious.
You know what?
She starts talking about ops on TV doing blues down in the sewers. Need to take a bath sometime. Luke, it's
You know,
nothing.
I'm gonna look at her radio.
Uh-huh.
We'll look at that radio.
Uh-huh.
So,
See, I was
oh,
thinking the same kind of thing, like maybe he did something to the radio like he did to the other, but I don't know.
I'm gonna look
We
at that
would need
radio.
Brenna to look at it.
What's wrong with the radio?
Well, like if he fixed her radio, he may have done some random shit to it, you know?
It's playing music.
That doesn't
You
mean
know
he
what?
didn't
Just
do
for
random
safety
shit.
reasons,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna,
What, Luke?
uh,
What are
can I
you
roll a
gonna
detect? I'm gonna roll a detect.
what are you detecting about a radio? The music sounds really good.
What would make it break?
Do you have electrical engineering or technical electrical?
Absolutely not. But I can luck this through.
I mean, you have all the knowledge of a chimpanzee with a rock. I mean,
Hey, a chimpanzee with a rock can fuck up a radio.
you sure can.
You're definitely not wrong in that sentence.
It doesn't mean you're efficient at it, but you understand that rock plus electronics, you know that much. Are
So
you
what do I
gonna
need to roll?
smash her radio? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
You psychopath?
That's literally all of us have been trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing.
I'm really not sure what Luke's doing here. What are you
I'm
doing, Luke?
not sure Luke
I'm gonna
knows what
check and
Luke's
see if
doing.
there's a bug in it. So I'm gonna try to start taking it apart.
All right, give me your electrical roll.
All right.
Do you
Why would
have?
he be bugging Barbara's bus?
Okay.
Because a lot of people ride the bus, so maybe he's trying to see if any of them talk about work on the way home or something like that, you
All
know?
right. So
Get
you
more
start like
information.
what? Taking like a screwdriver to the radio and
It's
start
a
pulling out.
reach, Bruno.
Yeah.
All right. So you feel a cold wet splash, and you realize that the bus driver has dumped like some ice and like an old cola on you. What the cotton picking hell are you doing? Leave my radio alone.
Her man
This
done fixed
voice.
that for her.
This voice.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at her.
She's this old lady,
We were riding the bus in
And
New
and
Orleans.
I'm gonna
She
roll.
is a civil servant.
So I rolled a 9, Brandon. Does that do anything for me, or is it a 10?
I'm gonna say it was a 7, sure. I mean, but you are interrupted. How do
Okay.
you respond to what she says? She's
I'm going.
challenging
I'm
you.
I'm going to persuade her. I'm gonna roll a persuasion.
What are you persuading her to do? Allow you to take our radio apart?
If it breaks, your man can fix it.
That sounds like a pretty dumb persuasion. All right. So, I think maybe we can substitute this for an intimidate, or
We can do that too. I don't care.
because I don't think you can persuade someone to let you take their radio apart.
Okay. I have a 2. I have a 1 in intimidate, so that's 2 dice. And that is a cool skill, which I have a 2, so it's a +3. What do you want?
Just roll your intimidate. Yeah.
It
So
doesn't even tell me what you want.
I don't know what's the dice pool for that. Cool.
It's a 3.
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah. So there you go.
It's a +3.
All right. So give me a 7.
I'm using a point of luck.
You can use it after the roll.
Yeah, I did. I did roll. I
Oh.
rolled a 2.
Okay. So did you make it after the luck?
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh.
7 plus a 7 and 2 degrees of success.
All right. So like you managed to scare her back long enough to take her radio out and apart if you wanted to.
And then I'm gonna walk off the bus.
Okay. So you leave it in like a pile of parts, like in the console.
Yep.
Okay.
Like a complete asshole.
I'm
Sh-
gonna hand Rooney the radio.
oh, okay. You can take the radio. That's fine. She
And
doesn't
I'm
say
giving
anything, and she drives away quickly after with the rest of her passengers with no radio.
you wanted to check this thing out. Here you go.
I have no words. Thank you, you crazy beast of a person.
You know, there's a reason humans have short lives, so they have to be they have to be busy all the time. So, all right, what do y'all do now? Y'all are the squad's on the street. Did y'all pull the APC over and pile everybody out? Diamond hasn't said anything in a while, so I assume he's
Still here.
Oh, he's still here. All right. Sorry, investigations go like this sometimes.
Well, we have a radio,
You
and
do.
that'll.
You could probably get like 15 to 20 unis at like a stolen goods store
Brenda, do you want a radio for the APC?
or like a pawn shop.
Um.
You have a radio, Brenna, but you can have another one.
Oh. I mean, if I've got one, I'm good.
It's just standard radio channels.
Okay. Well, Rooney has the radio, so he can do what he wants with
Rooney, you have the possession of a radio.
Whoop.
it.
Now it only works in cars, just to let you know.
I'm gonna look at him and go, thank you so much, and then set it on the ground.
Okay. Alright, you set it on the ground. What do y'all do now?
I'm gonna walk away.
Alright, are you going to Starbucks?
Probably.
I want
Okay.
to take the radio with me,
Of course you do.
Alright. Y'all,
and I'm gonna go into Starbucks too.
Alright, you go into Starbucks with a stolen radio, and Rooney's there, and Brenna and the rest of them are there.
Is there somebody sitting at a table by themselves?
It's Starbucks. There's always someone sitting at a table by themselves.
I'm gonna go sit down at the table by somebody.
Alright. Hold on. Let's see. Odd for a dude. It's even. So it's a lady.
Easy.
Age. Alright, so there's an old lady. You sit down by this old lady, and she's got an Oyster laptop and some thick rimmed glasses and some very stylish like 1940s hair. She's definitely uh, fashionable for an older lady, and she seems to be writing a novel or something when you sit down across from her in your shiver armor. And she looks at you, and then you can tell she's trying to ignore you.
I'm gonna put the radio on the table.
Okay. You clatter her little cup of dainty coffee.
What you want to read? And see, how did I start this? I'm gonna get myself a coffee.
All right, you get up and go get a coffee.
And I can just order it, right?
Does the
It should be.
Starbucks do they serve at the table? I don't know.
No.
No,
You got to
Nope.
go to
they
the
don't.
counter. You can leave your radio, or you can bring it with you.
Y'all are so poor.
Come on, Luke. What do you do?
I'm going to prop my rifle up at the table.
Okay, when you prop your rifle up at the table, she like picks her little like laptop oyster up and scrambles out of the door, like just not looking at you, just trying to get out of there for dear life because you're creeping her out.
Makes perfect sense.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
when you're
throw
playing
away the.
GTA 5 and you walk too close to the civilians.
I'm gonna throw away the radio and just say fuck it.
All right, you throw it in the trash can, and
I'm done. I'm gonna get my coffee and sit down.
a couple of the people in the restaurant like they're like
Mm.
not trying to look at you, but they are like you can feel people glancing up at you, like there's a person who's acting really strangely in the coffee shop that's normally very quiet, and yeah, so the rest of y'all go in there and get coffee. What?
Gonna roll the tech check to see if the guy's in there.
Oh
He's
my
not
god.
there. We'll tell you. You don't need to.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the restroom after drinking my cup of coffee.
Okay. Do you take a
I'm
bath?
just gonna chill at
Yes.
one of the tables and just relax
There's like
until everyone else gets there.
there's this little mini sink in there for like doing dainty hand washing because they don't want people off the street doing exactly what you're doing. And you kind of take a little bath in the sink.
Nice.
It doesn't feel very effective, but it's better than nothing.
I come back in the table with my rifle. I'm
Luke
gonna
looks
try
like
to
he's
tuck it away.
looks like he just went swimming in the bathroom.
I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna slick back my hair and I'm gonna go sit down with my cup of coffee. I'm gonna set my rifle up behind me and I'm just gonna put my hands in my lap and just sit back.
You hear him chanting, "This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine."
Jesus.
What?
Gomer Pyle. All right, never mind. Next. All right. Sorry, you'll have to watch Full Metal Jacket one day. Oh. All right, come on, somebody do something.
Cody, are you gonna talk to the barista or baristo?
I was waiting for everyone else to get there.
Everybody's there.
Oh.
Hey,
It's just everybody's quiet.
I can fix that. Do they serve alcohol?
I'm sure they do. It's like everything can have alcohol added.
Listen, I'm sure I feel the slosh wearing off at this point, so I
Yeah, your
wander up to
slosh is
the.
absolutely worn off. You are stone cold sober, and you are back in action and on mission.
And you are left with the memories of what you did.
Yep. All it takes is one look at Luke, and I just wander up to the counter and try to order some alcohol.
Uh, they have some very overpriced shots that they can add to various espressos and various overpriced roasts of coffee.
So, okay, what I'm imagining to happen, what I want to happen here, is it's like this very syrupy liquor type stuff meant specifically to add to coffee,
Yeah.
and I tell
So
them to
you
give me
call
the whole
Bailey.
bottle.
Okay. They you know what? You're an Eben. You're obviously an operative. There's a certain amount of there's a certain amount of acquiescence or they're just not going to fuck with you because you guys came in with big guns.
What would be the worth of that?
About 35 unis because they'd probably make like I don't know 30 cups of coffee out of that syrup can you just unhanded.
I like pull out a wad of unis and start counting it. Do one of y'all have like 13 unis?
There's a
No.
radio in the trash
Like one of
can.
us?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of unis.
I borrow like 13.
Sure.
Okay. You
It's
make
because you don't stink.
You make change at the counter, and you get your syrup and alcohol mixture.
Yes. And I'm like downing it while trying to avoid eye contact with the antidote.
You do realize by drinking the syrup, you're going to lead to. It's not as bad as taking shatter and UV at the same time, but it's basically like taking straight caffeine in like a semi-liquid form.
So that just means more fun stuff gets to happen.
Drew has the ever-present red eye. Okay, so yeah,
But I don't have pupils. How?
Drew, you're definitely awake by this time. All right. So what do y'all do? Come on.
Here, I will begin the process of talking to the barista.
Okay,
Fuck it, I join Animus.
I got you.
I slide him the bottle.
All right. So, Cody, what do you ask the barista?
I will say barista. Do you know this guy? And show her the
Um,
photo.
it's gonna be a dude, and he says, mm, I think so, maybe. Yeah. Well, what's going on? Do you work for
We're
Sly?
just we're looking for him, trying to figure some stuff out.
Oh, you're an operative. I'm not sure I know the guy. Um, you want to make like a persuade check or like a bribery or
Well, I don't like bribing.
yeah, it does cost money,
Do
but
I
the
overhear that?
DCs are usually lower.
Do I
No.
overhear the transition to I don't know him?
Yeah, you definitely do.
Can I like explode a jar behind her? Him?
Sure,
Wow, and I'm the bad guy, and I'm the bad guy.
He
Drew.
didn't kill anybody.
Excuse me, I'm not blowing up his head.
Drew. I'm not even gonna make you make a roll. You just boom, a jar explodes with like a
And I
little.
just like I want to do that without looking, like just kind of point my hand back there and do that,
Yeah.
and then turn and look at him and raise my eyebrows.
You know what? I'm gonna give you an intimidate check.
Sounds like a fun thing.
Make your roll. I'm gonna make it a 4. It's going to be an easy one.
Okay, since I'm not trained, I assume it goes to a 7,
Yes.
but I still make it.
There you go. How many degrees?
No degrees.
Okay. So, Cody, this guy's got like a glass shard sticking out of his back at this point, and coffee syrup dripping off the side of his face. And he says, "Yeah, I know that guy."
And
He
I'm gonna grab a napkin and start casually wiping the syrup and stuff off his face and go.
he
So, answering questions gets easier, does it?
I think he's from this building.
Do you have a legitimate address?
Uh, you can ask the super. I really don't know, man. Hey, I didn't really mean any trouble. Yeah, it's all band lyrics, man. It's anti-establishment. I don't mean nothing by it. Apparently, like you think you may be pissing himself. I'm not really sure yet.
If you don't mean anything by it, don't say it. Because then you upset people like the weirdo back here. And then we have to do things that aren't nice.
He he kind of crumbles a little bit and runs back behind the bar. Not not in a I'm gonna go get a gun kind of way, like as in I'm about to go crap myself kind of way.
Yeah, I figured. So I will now turn around, look at Anados, or not Anados, look at Animus, and be like, great, let's go find the super.
All right.
I shoot him. I shoot Rooney a finger guns.
Drew, you do realize at this point the stupidity of drinking that syrup.
Yes.
I mean, you're realizing it's going to be a really bad life decision as your blood pressure is already spiking
Yes.
from like
It's
two small like bites.
it's okay. I have magical healing. I can make stupid decisions occasionally.
I mean, Anados is looking at you, and you're kind of just starting to sweat, like just spontaneously. You can feel the veins in your forehead popping out a little bit. Um,
I'm going to discover a new ebb power when I vibrate fast enough to go through material.
apparently, it's a version of time travel taken from Futurama from the Too Much Coffee episode. Um, but yeah, y'all. So do y'all get up and go find the super?
Now I am.
All right. It doesn't take too much time, guys. There's what looks like this bald-headed guy with a beard and some nice glasses, sitting there with an old-timey vest, sitting behind the office, and it says, apartment applications, and it's got all sorts of paperwork about paying your rent on time and expulsion procedures from the apartment and there's like this little sign that has like a shiver like hitting somebody with a pacifier baton. It says don't obey the law on it. you know, you know
Don't obey the law.
it says obey the law.
He's slurring his words.
I'm not slurring. My buzz is wearing off. So all right. So anyways, you guys kind of all walk into this guy's office. I'm just assuming, and he's like, "Whoa, hi, operatives,
Hello.
soldiers,
Kind of.
operatives." You guys aren't here for Gorzone, are you?
I make my way to the table quicker
No.
than anyone can and slam them down. We need information.
And I'm just gonna
He
walk as fast as I can up to him, grab him, and move him out of the way and go,
he
please
goes
don't pay him any
two or three
attention.
shades wider than he was already. Uh, you can just see like him flip a couple shades wider. Um, and he says, "What? What? Ha, oh, yeah, anything for Slay. I love Slay. Slay is wonderful. I love the company. Everybody loves the company."
I'd like to
That's
note
right.
I'd like to note that even though he's moved me out of his way, I'm
I
still going to be like looking at this guy over his shoulder, vibrating.
he 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 pulls out a picture of Slayer out of his desk drawer. It says Slayer loves you. See, he's like, yeah. I even have one of these. I got it signed one time by by somebody. Yeah,
That's
we're
wonderful.
we're
Very
all
nice
very
picture.
Glad
we're
that
all very loyal here.
I'm so glad y'all are loyal because if you're loyal, that means you'll help us out, right?
Absolutely, anything for Slayer.
Uh, So we need to know if someone in this building, and I pull out the photo and slide it, looks like this.
He uh he you can see immediate recognition on his face, and he turns around to like a little box on the wall, and he opens it up, and there's a bunch of keys there, and he pulls a key out, and he says, "This one, room 45."
Wonderful. You were such a help. We will make sure to tell everyone in our department about how wonderful this establishment is.
He says, anything for the company. I
Yes,
love my job."
as you should.
Apparently, y'all have run into a number of very strange and damaged people today.
Yes, they all start with the letter D for Drew.
When we leave, I remain behind a little bit after everyone else staring at this guy. Then walk out the door myself, poke my head back in, and thank you. Have a good day.
he
And
uh
continue out.
he looks
Can I
suitably
go? Can I
terrified.
go? Can I go help Drew walk out?
I don't think Drew needs any help doing anything except for slowing down.
Uh,
Also, you may need to hit it with like a sedative at some point before his heart explodes.
Can I note I'm still holding the bottle?
The syrup. The doom syrup. After 100 cups, Drew, remember you gain time warp.
I get super speed.
No.
All right, so y'all get up to room 45. That'd be floor 4 of an 8-floor building. Um, you notice it's got a brand new lock on the door,
Interesting.
which kind of stands out from the rest of the building because the rest of the building's a little shabby. Um, for downtown 5, like this particular door seems to be in decent shape.
Bizarre.
All right, do you think?
Um, so I would like to walk to the door
Uh,
and knock.
not nothing. You wait for a little while, still nothing.
I would like to. I knocked twice.
You got nothing. Nobody comes to answer. You don't hear anything like obvious in the hallway. I mean, there's people up and down, the apartments. Somebody pokes their head out to see if it was you were knocking at their door.
When they poke their head out, I want to shout, "Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, us?"
they they uh they look at you kind of quizzically and then put their head back in and shut the door.
I will officially facepalm. I would like that to be known that I.
Officially, not unofficially.
Oh yeah, no. Because earlier it was like oh,
There's
he
a
probably
paperwork
did
form
that.
for that.
Yes. And because I can do admin, I know how to do it.
File the facepalm form.
All right, y'all stand outside the door. Nobody comes and answers.
I'm gonna
Within
turn
2
and
minutes.
do something I wish I would never say again and say, Gyarados, break it down.
Ah,
I just shout, "Matter!"
with what?
That's your decision, but there should be no explosions.
Uh,
Wait, is there a keyport,
I mean,
like a viewport?
there's a keyhole where y'all would stick the key that he gave you. But yes, there's
Oh,
definitely a
I
view
forgot
flash.
we had the key. I did, like no joke, I completely forgot about
I'm
it.
just gonna remind y'all subtly that you do have a key.
I'm still gonna hand the key to Luke and tell him to open the door just in case it's rigged or something. Luke will die.
Very concerned of you.
I'm gonna put the key in the lock and back up.
You put the key in the lock, you don't turn it, and you back up.
Yep.
All right.
Next, Luke.
Hey James,
Good job, Luke. All right. Yes.
when he backs up, I want to give it a second, and I want to shout, "Boom!" really loud in his ear.
I'm gonna assume Luke might jump. I don't know. He can make that call, but I would, because everybody seems to be a little bit antsy here.
I might jump.
I'm gonna giggle. And then say, open the door, please.
I'm not opening up the door.
I open the door.
I'm
Drew
not
bravely
opening the
opens
door.
the door. You look inside, and there's a fair to averagely furnished apartment for downtown 5, which is kind of surprising. There's less than one D3 rats on the floor, and there's less than two D3 cracks in the ceiling with water dripping, which is pretty impressive. It's almost like somebody did some decent work in this room, just with
I'm just gonna look
basic
around and
maintenance.
go, this is unacceptable.
Um, Now y'all can get in. Y'all let me know when you walk in and like you start looking around. But otherwise,
Oh,
seems
I
to
didn't
be.
stop at the door.
Oh, okay. Well, Drew, it seems to be like I said, a fairly well furnished apartment. Um, it's got a bedroom, a living room. There is a TV with uh, just advertisements playing at a low roar because you can't turn the TVs off. And
He's dead in his house.
there's nobody in here. You do see that he's got. Hold on. How about somebody make an investigation or perception roll? Take your pick.
I do not make it, but I channel the spirit of another drunk operative, and I go and make myself a sandwich in the kitchen.
You know what? You find this spirit particularly entertaining.
I don't know why it came to me in my hour of need, but it tells me to make a sandwich.
Drew, you notice that like there's almost nothing in as far as food in the cabinets. There's like a loaf of bread with like two or three pieces of bread missing, and then there's like a pack of bologna with like a piece missing, and there's like a pack of cheese with a piece missing, and like there's like a squirt of mustard used.
That is enough to make a sandwich.
It's absolutely enough to make a sandwich. There's like a six pack of sodas and one's missing.
In fact, there's enough to make multiple sandwiches. I make multiple sandwiches.
You're right. You can make food for the day. You can make food
Yes,
for the
I make
squad.
I make sandwiches and eventually come out with a plate of them
Okay. All
and
right.
a 6-pack of soda with one
Um,
missing.
Drew, as far as plates, there is a small, newly opened pack of paper plates in there, and you take like probably what you would estimate is the second or third plate out of the stack.
Guy's not home a lot. More food for me.
All right. Anybody want to make investigation or perceptions? Please make the rolls. You're. Let me know which roll you make.
Yeah. So I have the investigator package, but I don't have investigation on my sheet. So I'm currently trying to figure out if it comes with my package or
I'm
not.
gonna assume you have 1 point in it.
That's what I would assume as well, but I don't know what it goes with.
Anybody help him?
That's the knowledge? Because I think I have that. Let's see.
I'm
I don't have
terribly lazy.
that. I have the book
Pass
right
with no
here.
degrees.
Pass with 2 degrees. Did you make perception or
No.
investigation?
Pass with no
No
perception.
degrees. What did you make?
I should be able to pass it.
What roll did you make?
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I don't pass. I was gonna ask you what the DC
I guess
what
I
the
should I should have
DC
said
was,
the DC is 10.
and then I passed with no degrees. Okay.
All right, investigation or
Um,
perception because there's different results.
Perception.
Okay.
will you
Where is? I don't
accept?
see investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm not 100% sure investigation is an
Would it be
actual thing.
forensics?
There's not an
Would
investigation skill? I thought there
I don't
was.
see an investigation skill.
Oh my god. Somebody help me.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
there is investigation.
I'm literally pulling up the slate manual as we
Yeah,
speak
I'm
I'm
looking
to
being
through
try
the
and
really
book.
find it.
lazy. All right.
Yeah, there's no investigation skill. The closest is forensics.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I know that for
Well,
because I was gonna do
wow.
that.
But forensics was the study of dead bodies, so I guess we'll make it a perception roll then.
Well, it says forensics is the skill of correctly and methodically analyzing a crime scene to find subtle traces left behind by anyone who may have passed through, including fingerprints, footprints, and blood bladder analysis.
Then I want forensics.
I have that.
This is not a perception. I want a forensics then.
Alright,
What's your
so my
forensics?
forensics is a level 2 with a +6.
Okay,
Make it.
Because I was gonna say, like, there's no way I had the investigator package and
3
didn't
degrees.
have investigation. Like,
All right. 3 degrees. All right. Um. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough that I'll give you a variety of things. Number one, there is one spare set of clothes in the closet.
so someone else is staying here.
Number two, uh, let's see. You can tell that like everything about this place tells you that either the guy has been here short term or he's absolutely the most minimalist person you've ever seen in your life, except for the fact that there's almost no trash in the trash can. You don't see any real use in anything. It's like someone came in here, maybe spent a night in here, maybe two, and that's like the extent of their their time here. Um,
It's a safe house.
you do find something a little weird. I mean, besides like almost nothing about anything. You find a bunch of like miscellaneous small parts of something on a desk, in kind of a little container. You're not 100% sure what it's all about. Looks like a like kind of a mid-range mechanical pencil or a pen. Just pieces of it.
Can I put it
Hmm.
back together?
Uh, I'll let you make a mechanical roll, and I'm gonna keep giving him the investigation. The mechanical roll is only a 7. Um, and then while you also notice there is a Oyster computer plugged in the corner. And also what else? What else? What else? Oh, you find a in the pocket of that set of clothes in the closet. You do find a security badge with this picture on it, and it's a security card for Pocket Inferno, and it says Mark Miller, and it says consultant.
You
Okay,
said it's a
so we're in the
difficulty
right
7.
location.
Difficulty 7, yes,
Okay, 3 degrees of success.
3 degrees. You definitely you could there's parts to put about 4 pins together. Except for the fourth pin is uh you only find the guts to it. Like the casing's all gone. Like you only find the internal pieces.
Yeah. So he's using the case for something else.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Also, y'all do find a pack of matches, which seem pretty classic. And it says Utopia on it, and it says 8 p.m.
Well, looks like we're going to a bar.
Like it's printed on there or
Like
written
it's
on
a
there.
pack of matches from some place called Utopia, and it says 8 p.m. written in pen on there.
Who
What time
wants
is
to
it?
go find eternal peace?
It is. We're gonna say it's probably 11 a.m.
Yes, the bar.
We'll go there around 7:30 tonight and see what we can find. But for
Um,
It might
now,
not
why
be a
don't
bad
we
idea to
finish?
scope it out in advance.
Well, if it's at 8, getting there a little early. I mean,
We'll let Luke in to scout ahead.
no,
oh,
just
and
no.
you'll also find that thermos.
The thermos that he snuck everything out in, anything in it?
It's completely hollow.
Mm.
It you see that it could actually support a small amount of coffee in the top of it. Like it has a small reservoir for a small amount of hot coffee, but most of it is like someone put some serious machining in to make this thing a concealed carry or a concealed device. With some shielding, it looks like maybe.
So I'm gonna turn to them and just ask, so what do y'all think?
I think this baloney's out of date.
We kinda already knew that. Bruno?
It's not gonna stop me from eating it.
Um,
I give you free access to the plate. Have a
There
bunch
are
of
several
sandwiches.
delicious sandwiches. Drew is completely wrong about the bologna being out of date, though. It's actually in pretty good, reasonable fashion.
I
So
am
it's just
definitely
shit
eating it.
baloney.
The Piggy Wiggy. I'm sorry, it's Piggy Wiggy. I forgot about Piggy Wiggy and spicy ketchup. That's
how could you forget about Piggy Wiggy?
it's been so long.
My favorite flavor. bar.
Yeah, but we can't go right now.
Day drinking.
It's not how that works.
Hey.
I want to see if they got more of this caffeine shit. It's good.
The
Alright,
the
let's go
only
to the
the
bar.
only thing left over in the room that y'all haven't really messed with is the computer, and I'm just gonna point it out there because I don't think y'all are paying attention. But there is a bar.
Well, we need to go check out the computer.
It is on, but it is passworded.
Password.
I want to try and hack it.
That would require a computer roll.
I have it.
All right. Go ahead and make a difficulty 10 computer roll.
Damn it. By 1, I don't succeed.
You can burn a point of luck.
You know what? I don't think I've burned luck a single time. I'm gonna do that.
It comes back every game. You can spend a point of luck to either reroll the dice or add 1 to the result you got
Oh, then I'll just add
to 1
1.
dice.
Yeah, I'll just add 1 to this one, and that would bump me up to a success with 1 degree.
Okay. In that instance, you managed to get into this little word processor of a computer, and you realize it's got some files on it, but there's definitely some kind of encryption going on. That being said, with 1 degree, I'll say that you were able to have access to one of the files. Um, do what? Uh, do you, I will say the uh, the the file is written classified TOTT
TOTT?
is the name of the file.
Huh. What's
You want to look at it?
on the file? Yeah.
Oh, Britta. Hold on.
Look, it can't be worse than some of the stuff I've had showed to me in this game before.
Digger.
Hold on.
Yeah, it can't be any worse than me watching a video and having Halloween Jack screaming at me.
Hey, Brenna, where are you? Can you pick this up and look at this and don't let other people see it? Where are you at?
I'm right.
Or you have a, here's your hand. Here, I'll put it in your hand.
Okay.
You should be able to flip that so other people can't read it. Here.
Oh, how do you flip? Okay, there we go.
Now, if you want
So
to
how
read
do I
that to
read
other,
it?
can you read it?
Do I have to?
Pull your mouse down to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, but how do I read it though? I can't. See, I just see that picture.
Oh, hold on.
There we go.
Hold on. There. Now it's in your hand. Can you see it? Can you read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is
But you don't see it.
anybody reading over Brenna's shoulder?
There's nobody in the room with me.
Okay.
Or are you talking about? Okay, never mind. You're talking about in game.
I'm talking about in game. Is anybody standing near Brenna?
I'm enjoying my sandwich.
Okay.
That's a negative for me, boss.
All right. Hold on just a moment. All right. So Brenna seems to be hacking away merrily at her computer, and Drew is enjoying his sandwich.
Nom 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 nom.
I enjoyed my sandwich too.
There should have been that much on that one, but yeah, there's a lot on that one, I guess.
Okay.
So, do you want to share that with anybody, or you're welcome to or not welcome to? I don't really care. Or do you want to try to open the other files because that would require another computer roll?
Well, she'll be like, "Hey guys, look at this!
Would you mind
Look what I
reading?
found."
Would you mind reading that to anyone who wants to know what it says, or someone else reading it for you? Here, I'll
Do
put.
people want to hear?
Does anybody want to read the note that she found?
I want to hear
No,
it.
I
All
want
right.
to know. I want to see Brenna read.
All right. I'll here, Brenna, read
You have
that.
heard me read before.
Here, somebody read
Guys,
that. It'll-
It says Naga 7 Division requires assistance with the capture of Tot Dietrich, a Wraithen male in his late teens, currently residing in the downtown region. He is instantly recognizable owing to his unique red fur and markings. He will most likely be protected by a number of Deros. He will be arrogant and uncouth, but you will in no way injure or molest the target. A noise canceling muzzle, however, has been provided for the completion of this hunter sheet. The applicants are ordered not to examine or investigate any of Dietrich's belongings, particularly a notebook entitled W Concept 1. Failure to acknowledge this stipulation will forfeit the payment of said hunter sheet, and an extensive cloak division interrogation will be conducted.
wow.
It,
I
it,
don't know.
it is a signed note. Do you want me to read the last bit?
Yes.
You mean the person who did it? It says Professor Charles S. Finch, Naga 7 Division First Head.
Whatever that means.
I mean, I figure isn't that the person who issues the hunter sheet?
You're not really sure. Um, I mean, Cloak did issue like the mission y'all are on, but they issue like thousands of missions every day. Cloak's pretty big and not very forthright division of Slay Industries. Do you want to try and get into the other file?
Sure.
If need be, Brenna, let me know. I have a computer too.
My roll was better this time. What's the difficulty? 10?
10.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, it's still 1 degree of success though.
That's fine. Do you want to read this one first by yourself, or do you want to share it?
I mean, it can be shared.
Okay. It's a lot more. I'll scale it up just so y'all can read it easier. If anyone wants to volunteer to read it, I appreciate it. I don't want to read it.
I'm not reading it.
My eternal gratitude.
Fine.
Thanks, Drew.
Where's it at? Oh,
It's
fuck
the,
this big.
yep.
Let's see. Tot Dietrich is something of an oddity amongst the far more powerful and aggressive enemies of Slay listed on the threat analysis database. He is not aligned with any major faction, be it suppressor power, soft company. Since I said SOT company. Soft company, downtown gang, or otherwise. He is not guilty of any murders, nor does he appear to have any combat training or abilities. He is sought out for reasons known only to Naga 7 Division, and they're willing to pay out a considerable bounty for the young Wraithen, but with the strict proviso that he is brought to the head office alive and unharmed. When the Tot Dietrich Hunter sheet arrived on the database less than a week ago, the details on Tot remained sketchy at best, and as a result the sheet lay untouched. as there was virtually nothing to go on with regards to to locating him. All that was known was that Dietrich was a downtown civilian and that his fur, hide, and hair was red instead of purple. The coloration made Tot unique, but the search was hampered by the fact that the black market files of Lumo were available in downtown. There were plenty of multicolored Wraithen adolescents walking the streets, and only one of them had naturally red fur. Since no progress was made, Naga 7 begrudgingly issued further information regarding Tot, explaining that he was involved in the creation of a new race appearing. What?
What?
Explaining that he was involved in the creation of a new race. Okay, I read that correctly. Okay. New race appearing in lower downtown, the Darrow. They didn't implicitly state the exact nature of an involvement, letting the hunting operatives make up their own minds as to Tot's crime. Most believe he is either an ex-pupil of the Karma training facility in Meany, and that he's used his limited knowledge in order to create the ugly race from a mishmash of varying genetic codes. This is a good enough explanation for Naga 7, and they've run with it. That does not, however, explain the discrepancy in payment. At present, SLA is on the lookout for plenty of rival company scientists and shady soft companies' geneticists, but none have had the bounty as high as the completely unknown Tot Dietrich. More alarming is Tot's link to the dream entities. What information was gleaned from East Downtown was that there was talk of a Wraithen who is able to tame and govern these creatures, the Night Stalkers in particular. These whispers suggested a different angle, that Tot was not a scientist, but a new form of shaman or sorcerer who was gathering an army of dream monsters in lower downtown. All these strange speculations and colorful rumors have only served to increase Dietrich's status as a new urban legend on Mort. As a result, Naga 7 Division has intensified the search for Dietrich before he gains too much popularity, and the other young Wraithen civilians start copying his looks and clothes. Tot appeared on the radar, and Slay Industries has been mobilized to catch him. As soon as the Red Alert Hunter sheet was assigned, it was immediately closed, allowing only one op squad to execute the mission. The bounty was high, and despite being a red alert, Naga 7 did not want a horde of operatives descending on a location to capture the racing. Naga 7 Division wants this hunter sheet completed as quickly and quietly as possible.
Now, you guys have no reason why this random information is on this computer. There is not an actual copy of the hunter sheet. This is just information. Weird information. But you have it to do with what you will, if you want to do anything at all. There's nothing else on the computer uh, that you could make any sense of or any use of.
I want to rate his porn.
You find no porn.
I sit there and read this note while munching on my sandwich. And does the cell phone connect to the internet, or is this too high tech for this?
Do what?
Does the cell phone in your world connect to the internet, or is that still too high tech for
No,
this?
yeah, the you'd have to be in like central or up or down or uptown for like any kind of internet access, unless you're gonna be on like some kind of dark web of bulletin boards, and you'd have to know where the connections are.
Do I know where the connections are?
Uh, you could make a computer roll, and this would not give you station analysis connection. This would just be a dark web.
That's fine. I have...
My version of Slay's dark web that doesn't actually exist, but it does in my world. Anybody can reread these if you like. Do with them what you will. I don't care.
Not a bot, but not a fit for success.
I was gonna say it's gonna be at least DC 10.
Okay, I was about to say, as long as you don't say it's a DC 12.
So you made a success or not a botch?
It's not a botch.
Okay. Yeah, you don't actually manage to find any good connections around here, like well asking around or at least searching from any kind of known resources that you have about where you could tap in. It's a very infantile version of the internet. Again,
Want to get
it's a
on
series of
4chan.
bulletin boards.
Access to something awful forums.
Yeah, there are. I don't know. Maybe that is something awful.
Wait, repeat that?
What?
What'd you say?
Me? Nothing.
Who? What now?
Yeah.
I said nothing. What?
Oh, it cut out for me, so I couldn't figure out what anyone said.
I will say, just from y'all's own information, or from what y'all know, N7 or Naga 7 is a secretive, like it exists, but it is a secretive division in Slay Industries. And the information that it had, that information regarding it is only given to extreme high security clearance levels. And probably this note written by this guy right here, this first head of Naga 7, this is probably something y'all should not have. I mean, just to say that first
Hmm.
piece of information.
So more stuff we're not supposed to know, but we kind of know.
That's one of those
Great.
things that if y'all made like public, it might get y'all in trouble.
That is not something I'm a stranger to at all.
I mean, it's just part of working for the company. But again, I'm not
I
really sure that, you know, ta
so
take it for what it is, and you know,
so we're still in the apartment.
yeah, y'all just chilling there playing on this guy's computer.
Is there anything else in the apartment that is standing out or out of the ordinary?
Um, not, I would say not particularly, other than the fact that it doesn't appear to be particularly used. Like you found that match set. You found a pack of matches, or sorry, you found the pack of matches. The lack of any real time that looks like it was spent there. You found a security card for Clippo. I mean, I can tell y'all it was Clippo told y'all that it was forged. Um, let's see.
The bomb thing that he took.
The fusion cells. Yeah, because
Yes.
y'all know it was fusion cells. There's no
Any
indication of those in,
hints?
in the building or in the area or in the room. Let's just say that.
We know it was fusion cells.
Yeah, y'all
What
know
would be
that.
the most common way of making a bomb out of that?
You know, you'd
Split
have
it
to roll
open.
demolitions for that.
Sounds like a thing I can do.
Hey, I've got that.
As I muse about this out loud.
Huzzah.
I made a 10.
Um, you know, with 10, you can only speculate vaguely. I mean, that's the kind of thing you can make a dirty bomb with. You could power a piece of like high tech equipment with it. Um, it's more power than is used to run y'all's APC. Let's just say that for sure. But it's
Well,
but it's small and it's concentrated. It's very portable.
what was the target?
Huh?
What was the target for the roll? I rolled demolitions.
Oh, 13 actually. It's actually pretty dang hard. Did you get it?
No, but you know what? Why not?
You can use you
Spend
can
the
use
I'll
luck.
spend a point of luck. I'll spend a point of luck. Why
Are you
not?
re-rolling or are you adding a point to your roll?
I'm just gonna re-roll my success die.
Okay.
Not to be that guy, but
Hey! Sorry.
not to be that guy, but you're spending a what now?
He can. I only stole 1 point of his luck.
Damn magic dogs. Get all the fun
Hey.
stuff.
Hey. Let's see. I still have some. I still have 2 points. Anyways,
So
yeah,
did you
that's
make that
past the.
ridiculous 13 that I gave you?
I did. I did 10 with my +7, so that's past the 2 degrees.
So your question was what what could you do with it?
Sure, Drew was speculating out loud about something about a bomb.
Yeah, like the most common way to make a bomb, or most efficient way to make a bomb out of that.
Well, I'm just gonna give you like a particular insight, just maybe, just just because you got a 13, and I think that's kind of funny, because I thought nobody would make it. You know, you'd almost think that if you had some kind of small charge that you could put on that, like any like primary igniter for any kind of explosive device, like it wouldn't be that hard to like make that thing explode. And the trick would be, not not having it like in your hand when it explodes. So you'd probably need some kind of transmitter, but
Like a
the
remote detonation of some sort.
yeah, and it wouldn't have to be the detonator wouldn't have to be very large. I mean, it could be something very small. And
That's certainly
if you
my
had
thinking.
if you had some small radio parts, you could probably rig up some kind of short range transmitter that would fit in something really small.
So you took them from the radio on the bus.
You thinking about it, you could probably, if you were smart enough, you could probably make some kind of short range transmitter and say something like a pin.
Hey, Scully.
Yo.
I might need your help with some electrical engineering. You down for a bit of
Let's do this.
All right. Let's see. If you attach the ha to the hen to the hun and the ha, we can make a boom. What do you think? Think we can do this? Think we can make a transmitter with those old radio parts? Hand them
Well,
over.
you'd have to have like the particular frequency that the receiver is on.
Yeah, of course, like a
But
cell phone.
but
I mean, what?
I'm just telling you that you could probably make a logical leap that he's probably got some kind of pin activated detonator, or at
Yeah.
least it might look like that particular pin out of that collection y'all found.
Hmm.
But
Let's do this.
but it probably wouldn't be very long range. It would probably be very short range, and it would be used to activate, a dirty bomb that could. I mean, given the size of it, you're guessing it'd probably have the effect of like a large wad of C4. It could probably take a building down.
Pocket nuke.
Yeah, pocket nuke.
All right.
This is kind of what it is.
Yay.
So where's his target?
You're not really sure what his target is.
I pull out a cigarette and light it with a match.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Please don't let us all on fire.
You think? What are you saying, that you think Cliffo's the target?
No, I'm gonna grab the pack of matches and just like flick it over, like.
Oh.
It does say utopias.
Yeah. Utopia.
Oh boy.
All right. So hey James, is there any chance that I could make a pinch?
A pinch?
Yeah, like an EMF pulse
Oh,
pinch.
you talking about something that would disable devices in a small radius?
Yep.
That seems like some super tech stuff that more than you have available. If
I
you're,
mean, I can go part shopping.
do
We
you?
got time.
How many points in electrical engineering do you have?
I have one in electrical, and I also have two in mechanical, if that helps as well.
I guess my call here is just as a passive, like you could. I would allow you to make a white noise generator for radio signals in a small radius, like if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna tell you whether it would be effective or not. You'll have to roll.
A white noise generator?
Yeah, it would basically block out radio signals in a small radius.
I mean, that could help. Okay.
It might also trigger radio signals in a small radius.
Oh.
You're not really sure. I mean, there's kind of a certain amount of misinformation in this area.
Mm. Yeah, probably not. But it's probably best not to risk that.
My real world example is there's devices they put on like military vehicles that can cause like bombs attached to radio signals to go ahead and trigger.
Mhm.
You basically could ride around broadcasting all signals and hoping for the best.
Oh, and that's not mass destruction.
Well,
According to this
That's how you get
Google,
caught in that real quick.
it stops the bomb from being directly on you, and instead it's at the extent of the range of the white noise generator. Or in some cases they use them to
fairly simple ticketing
block
about
cell phone signals,
EMP.
kind of thing. Like a cell phone couldn't receive a call in that small radius. It's used to stop things from being triggered by a remote detonation. If you roll well enough, I might let you understand or control like the device you make, if you're interested.
I mean,
But
so
if you
there's a
don't
chance
if
that
you don't roll high, I'm not going to tell you what it does.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I try it?
Are you a mad scientist?
Yes, I can go for it.
I say go for it, because what's the worst that's gonna happen, right?
A small nuclear detonation.
Again, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Is there a
Apparently,
way I can get out of this situation? Because I don't want to be there for this.
no, you're with us.
Wait, you don't want to be involved? You don't want
No,
to be
no,
involved in this
I
situation?
really don't want to be involved. I have a bad feeling about this.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
All right,
Please,
Brenda,
please, can I get out of this?
give me this is gonna. I'll say this is a DC. It's an advanced
Is it
10.
technical?
I'll make it an advanced 10. If you didn't have it, it would
Advan-
be a 13. So, but you do
Gotcha.
have it, so
On electrical?
yeah. That seems about right. I want to know how many degrees of success you get, and then
Well, yeah.
that will be determine how this goes.
Oh God.
All right.
Come on, tens. Once, botch, botch.
Mm,
What's your bonus?
I'm going to blow a luck.
All right, a luck will allow you to reroll your skill dice or
I'm gonna add
your
one.
pass fail dice, or you can add
I'm gonna add
plus one
one.
to any dice.
I'm adding one to my pass fail. I'm 2 degrees.
All right. Oh, so you
I
got
was
two
one away.
degrees.
I was
Okay.
yeah. The other two were good. It's just that one I was one away. So
All right. So you don't have like epic success. So I would give you the one that's not the absolute best. I would say the one that's the absolute best case scenario is the one that blocks radio signals. I'm gonna say since you got enough successes, you've got one where you could trigger it probably just by broadcasting a series of a bunch of signals. So basically, you could detonate it if you wanted to.
okay, I can't stop it from detonating, but I could detonate it if I want to.
I mean, it's detonating is probably not the optimal option since it's a valuable asset of SLA Industries, but you got it, and you build it in one of those nice, neat little pens that you had.
So basically, I've just made my own trigger
A
device. Is what
short
I've
range
done.
detonator. Yep.
It's not what I wanted.
You would estimate the range of it's probably about 30 meters. Definitely Ooga Booga.
That detonation range is probably more than that though.
Huh?
Like the destruction range
You're that's probably a solid guess.
probably is bigger than 30 meters though.
Yeah, you are
So to
probably
detonate it, I would have to be within
well
destruction
inside
range.
the kill zone.
Yeah, so that's basically useless.
I mean, kind of, maybe.
No, it is.
Scenarios.
Yeah.
There's lots of scenarios.
Hmm.
You want to stick that in your pocket protector?
Yeah. I might can use it for another time.
Yep. Okay. So you have an interesting device in your pocket.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Once we get to the ATV, I'm gonna like put it in like lock and key.
Did y'all make any
Don't want that
copies
falling into of what?
of that weird data you found? Not that it's particularly useful. It's
Uh,
just private information. It seems like.
people to know that we know it if we're not supposed to know it.
And why he would
We
have
know
it.
nothing.
It's kind of weird. But
We know nothing, Jon Snow.
Wow.
so,
Don't even know how to do the thing with our tongue.
so do you guys want to
Interesting.
pause it here? Or do you want to keep going?
Personally, I say pause because I'm already starting to fall asleep.
Yeah,
We're right at 2 hours.
I've been fighting sleep.
Now we can play tomorrow night too if y'all are up for it.
I'm down. Like if y'all want to get this done, I'm down.
I would let Jonathan play.
Yep. I
And
hope
maybe
y'all
we can start a little bit earlier.
are finding this interesting.
Hmm.
I am. It's just hard to pay attention and stay awake.
Okay.
I'd find it more interesting if you let me make a pinch.
What the fuck is a pinch again? Oh wait, is it the white noise generator thing? Is that what we're talking about?
EMP. EMP.
Oh.
Girl, you don't even know what the fuck it is. How you gonna ask him to let you make it? Jesus.
No, I couldn't think of the name.
All right, I'm gonna pause the recording here. Everybody, 2xp, and real quick, I'm gonna let y'all vote. Who was the best role player of the night? Think on it. It doesn't mean they were the loudest person. It just means they did the best job. Nominations, anybody?
Drew.
One for Drew.
Sure,
Anybody?
Drew.
I think Drew did fine.
Drew, you get an extra XP tonight.
Yay.
There you go.
Alcohol pays.
That it does. All right, you guys have a good night. I'm just gonna kill the recording here, and I hope you guys had fun.
You.
Bye.
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 Adios.